over.
Now, from the #1 night team, breaking news. Hollywood heavyweight
Harvey Weinstein arrives in Arizona amid numerous allegations of sexual harassment.
Team 12 tracking where Weinstein is headed and the treatment he'll get as a new accuser comes forward.
And Harvey walked out of the room and came back in naked.
Daycare workers caught on camera making obscene gestures with a sex toy.
3 women now in trouble with the law.
developing details in the search for a missing elementary school teacher.
Tonight, authorities linking the person of interest who has a long criminal record to a Valley carjacking.
Deadly firefight. Tonight, more evacuations as conditions worsen in California. As crews from Arizona head west to help.
All these horrible tragedies, and he's bored and would rather cause a Twitter storm with the Packers.
The real Slim Shady, the latest celeb to throw shade at the president. Your chance to voice your opinion live.
The Verify team looking into billboards claiming that legalizing marijuana cuts down on the number of opioid-related deaths.
2 moms overdose with their infants in the back seat.
Mic check.
Only on 12 News. How accurate are calorie counts on menus at your favorite restaurants?
One national chain I know you've heard of, they're actually changing their menus because of what we found.
Cooler conditions for the weekend.
And Adrian Peterson's first practice with the Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona's news leader in action for you tonight.
Here we go.
12 News at 10 starts right now. Up first, breaking news. Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein seeking treatment in Arizona tonight as another accuser comes forward accusing him of sexual harassment. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tramai in for Caribe Divine tonight.
Sky 12 was over the Scottsdale Air Park as his plane reportedly landed. TMZ is reporting the movie mogul is here seeking treatment for sex addiction.
This comes a week after the New York Times chronicled nearly 3 decades of sexual harassment allegations. Gwyneth Paltrow, Angelina Jolie, and Cara Delevingne are now joining the list of celebrities who say Weinstein made inappropriate advances on them.
Team 12's Monique Riego is up in the alert center with the breaking developments. Monique?
Weinstein's trip to Arizona comes on the heels of yet another woman going public.
Developing tonight, daycare workers caught on camera making obscene gestures with a sex toy while on the job in front of young children. They're now in trouble with the law, and we want to warn you, this story is graphic and shocking. Team 12's Charlie Etzedy is in the newsroom with the latest on the charges. Charlie?
Police say 3 women were involved in this incident. All 3 have been arrested and are now facing various charges.
Charlie, thanks. New details tonight on a missing Glendale teacher. We're now seeing new pictures of Catherine Gorospe walking into the Coconino County Jail last weekend to bail out a man who is a person of interest in the case.
And tonight we're learning new information about him as well. Police say Charlie Malzahn is accused of carjacking in Tempe on Sunday. That's just 2 days after Catherine Gorospe bailed him out of jail for a different crime.
And that's not the only big revelation tonight. Team 12's Jessica DeNova is joining us from Williams with the latest.
I sat down with the lieutenant of the Williams Police Department today.
All right, Jessica, thanks. California is still burning tonight. Worse yet, the wind is picked up, fanning the flames of 23 different fires.
More than 20 people have died. Hundreds are still missing. It is one of the most destructive and deadly firestorms in California history and still growing.
Teams continue to work the front lines around the clock, but the primary mission right now is not containment, it's survival.
These fires are burning actively during the day and at night.
And stay with 12 News for live team coverage on these terrible wildfires. Team 12's Brian West is there in California tonight, and we'll bring you the latest information from the fire lines.
Well, it's one of our top trending stories tonight. Rapper Eminem unleashed a freestyle attack on President Trump.
The 4-minute rap debuted last night during the BET Hip Hop Awards.
So tonight, we want to hear from you. How do you feel about political celebrity rants? Is it self-serving? Should they rant away? Or do you just not want to hear it?
Just go to 12news.com/yourvoice and take part in our live interactive poll. We'll have the final numbers right before the Tonight Show.
Two moms overdose with their infants in the back seat.
The Verify team looking into billboards claiming that legalizing marijuana cuts down on the number of opioid-related deaths. Only on 12 News. How accurate are calorie counts on menus at your favorite restaurants?
One national chain I know you've heard of, they're actually changing their menus because of what we found.
Cooler conditions for the weekend.
And Adrian Peterson's first practice with the Arizona Cardinals.
The Valley's #1 night team just getting started.
Stand by.
Check the framing.
Places, please.
We're live in 3, 2, 1.
Only on 12 News at 10, you say you're on a diet? Well, tonight we have an inside look at calorie counts on restaurant menus. Just how accurate are they?
Jeff Rawson, 12 News.
That is eye-opening. My goodness.
And I had 2 of those tonight.
I was, wow, you didn't share with me.
Well, tonight we're verifying some new billboards that are around town that claim legalizing marijuana cuts down on opioid-related deaths by 25%. The billboards cite a 2014 study in the Journal of the American Medical Association. So we went to our experts. So the claim is false. When our Verify fact checkers took a closer look at this, they found that the study looked at states with legalized medical marijuana, and while there were fewer opioid-related deaths, researchers could not establish a link.
Well, tracking tomorrow, a small asteroid thought to be only 50 to 100 feet in size will pass close to the Earth. According to NASA scientists, that rock will zoom by at a distance of approximately 26,000 miles with no risk of impact. Thank goodness for that. It'll be difficult for backyard astronomers, though, to see it because it won't appear very bright and will be moving very fast across the sky.
Wasn't there a movie about that where Bruce Willis took off with a crew of astronauts to destroy the asteroid before it? Yeah, Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Thank you.
That's what I was thinking. And I'm like, I remember
Big
that
Bruce
correctly.
Willis
Yes.
fan. Yeah. So anyway, they took off tonight. That's the
Okay. Thank you, Mark, for that report.
On a side note, yeah.
Yeah, on a
We
side note.
verified that they're on their way to the asteroid.
Well, guys, it was not just hot. For October standards in Phoenix, it was the hottest temperature reading in the entire country today.
Well, moments away, BA is hoping that this guy, Adrian Peterson, can get the Cards running game back on track. He had his first practice today. Coop will show you how it went next.
All right, let's take a look at what's making news in our 12 Sports hot headlines. The Phoenix Suns hosting the Portland Trailblazers in their final home preseason game. Well, Adrian Peterson stepped onto the practice field for the first time today with his new Cardinals teammates. He was also impressive with his first session with the Valley media. Team 12's Cameron Cox was there and has more.
Call it an answered prayer.
Turn the TV on, it's like breaking news. I'm just like, thank you, Jesus.
New Cardinals running back Adrian Peterson didn't push to get out of New Orleans, but 27 carries through 4 games wasn't cutting it.
Thanks a lot, Cam, and don't go to bed in just 6 minutes. Margot Robbie joins Jimmy on The Tonight Show right after 12 News at 10.
So how do you feel about political celebrity rants? 60% of you say rant away.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Up first, a 12 News exclusive, sex offenders preying on kids.
Police arresting elementary school teachers in Buckeye, Gilbert, and Tempe just over the past few weeks, all of them accused of crimes with students.
Kara Loofborough is one of them. The 7th grade science teacher is now pleading not guilty to having sexual encounters with a 13-year-old boy.
The teen telling police that she showed him a sexually explicit video of herself and also asked him for graphic photos.
Sadly, predators are often the people we trust our kids with the most.
Tonight, 2 sex offenders reveal secrets about how they fooled others. Here's Team 12's Joe Dana.
I took her innocence. I took her ability to be a child.
He sexually assaulted a child and went to prison for it. Now, years later, this convicted felon has agreed to explain how he preyed on his victim. With the agreement, we hide his identity. What we can tell you is he had a role in the community that caused parents to trust him.
I would be the kind of person that they would look at and say, there's not a chance in the world he would ever have done what he did.
We are now under an extreme heat alert through Sunday.
The record-breaking temperatures still having a major impact on travelers. Airlines grounding dozens of flights at Sky Harbor throughout the day and early evening.
And this is why the state is covered in red, meaning we're under some sort of excessive heat warning tonight.
And the heat wave isn't going away anytime soon. That's the bad news. We'll have a chance to tie or break records all week long.
And you're getting the very best Team 12 coverage tonight. Crystal Henderson has your hour-by-hour breakdown for tomorrow.
But first, Team 12's Ryan Cody joins us live from Sky Harbor for the latest on the flight cancellations. Ryan?
Some of the people arriving from London actually telling us this is the perfect time of year to fly to Arizona because the flights are cheaper. I wonder why. We're live in Phoenix. Ryan Cody, 12 News at 10.
I have absolutely no idea. All right, thanks so much, Ryan. Well, back here in the studio, it's nice and cool, but outside, it's still sizzling. We're still sitting in the triple digits at this 10 o'clock hour. Crystal Henderson joining us now with more on this record-breaking heat. And please tell us there's some good news in the forecast sometime soon.
We got to wait like a week. And it's still really, really hot. But at least we'll be talking below 110, like a degree. But hey, we'll take what we can get. It's the baby victories, right? Well, maxing out at 119 today, what did you expect? It's currently 105 at Phoenix Sky Harbor, but let's go ahead and step outside the 12 News studios where I've got my handy-dandy little thermometer here. By no means is it official, but it looks like it's reporting about 100 degrees right outside the 12 News studios right now.
Well, check out this video, a volcano erupting in downtown Phoenix.
The towering flames, smoke, and even digital lava exploding over the Arizona Science Center tonight as they staged a recreation of the eruption of Mount Vesuvius.
It's all in celebration of Pompeii, the exhibition, which runs until May the 28th.
It's actually kind of a cool exhibit.
Yeah,
I'm going to check it out.
And taking a live look right now from our downtown roof cam after yet another 100-degree day here in the valley.
And if you look real closely down at the lower right of your screen, raise your hand, Matt, if you can hear us. That's meteorologist Matt Pace cooling off a little bit before the temperatures climb even higher tomorrow. Hey, Matt.
Yeah, we are talking about some more warm temperatures, and that's the big thing, cooling off, especially when you're down here in the city. All of the concrete, all of the buildings, it absorbs all that heat during the day, and then all this stuff, even this metal, it radiates it back out at night, and we're talking about extremely warm temperatures even at night. In fact, look at the current temperatures out there right now. You can see how the city center really absorbs all that heat.
Good evening, everyone. The big story on 12 News at 10. The bomb cyclone that's battering the East Coast is leaving people from Florida to Canada digging out, bundling up, and in some cases drying out.
This record-setting storm dumped 1.5 feet of snow on Boston today, pushing the waters of Boston Harbor onto city streets.
Meteorologist Crystal Henderson is tracking the cold air that's moving into the Northeast overnight and bringing wind chills well below zero by the weekend. Crystal?
Yeah, it's what comes after the snowstorm that's going to have everybody realizing just how harsh Mother Nature can be. So let's step over to the green screen and show you where this winter wallop is at right now. It's really winding down.
The big story on 12 News at 10. A Scottsdale man brutally stabbed wants the county attorney to file hate crime charges.
The victim, who is black, alleges the white suspect stabbed him several times before hiding under a pickup truck. Team 12's Ryan Cody joins us live from the hospital where that man is recovering tonight.
And Ryan, why does he think the attack is racially motivated?
Well, he says he doesn't know the man who attacked him, but also says that he was called the N-word repeatedly.
Breaking news, there are flash flood warnings again tonight in Houston as the rain from Tropical Storm Harvey continues to pound the Gulf Coast.
Tens of thousands have moved to higher ground, and high water rescues going on late into the night in the nation's fourth largest city. Tonight, you're getting the best team coverage.
Up first, Team 12's Jay Gray, who joins us now from Houston with the latest.
Good evening, Mark. Good evening, Caribe. We are coming to the end of a third straight day of driving rains here. The floodwaters are climbing, and this storm is still far from over.
The images hitting very close to home for Cardinals wide receiver Britton Golden.
Yeah, that's right. He shared this video that you see here in the monitor showing his house in Houston being flooded.
Team 12's Ryan Cody spoke with Golden tonight about how his family is dealing with the uncertainty. Ryan?
Yeah, Golden lives in a town just west of Houston, and right now his home is in danger of going underwater. It's a lot to think about while also trying to make an NFL roster.
It's a tough time right now, and it just feels like it's never going to stop.
Todd Graham has said all summer long that Wilkins was a starter until someone beats him out. And you know, people, I really, really dread walking over here to Mark Curtis and Caribe Define.
Hey, watch
they're
this.
going to have
Coop hooked us up tonight at the Fitz steak dinner.
Yes.
Remember what we wanted?
Yes.
All right. So we both skipped dinner.
Yeah.
See, you know,
so what'd you bring us to?
I just can't win here.
Can't wait.
I'm so hungry right now.
Give me that steak.
And I'm so excited for what you brought us.
You see how they do me here?
Arizona's news leader in action for you tonight.
Here we go.
12 News at 10 starts right now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. The day has almost come to an end here in the U.S., but at the Winter Games in Pyeongchang, some key competitions are in full swing at this hour, a full day before the opening ceremony.
12 News is your official Olympic station, and tonight we've got the very best team coverage headed your way.
Up first, the night team's Paul Gerke joins us from South Korea with a look at all the action. Hi, Paul.
Hi, guys. The excitement is really building here. The anticipation reaching a climax in the Olympic Park as we are just hours away from the opening ceremony. Pyeongchang, South Korea, ready to host the most prestigious international competition in the world. Tonight, the 2018 Winter Olympics flame is here in Gangneung. And tonight, we're looking back at the 6 most memorable opening ceremonies. Crystal Henderson joins us with the highlights. Hey there, Crystal.
Before the sweat and the tears comes the oohs and ahs of the opening ceremony. As the whole world watches, each host city hopes to outdo the last. So in the spirit of sportsmanship, here are the top ceremony standouts. Los Angeles, 1984, full of American pride and music. And if we had a list of Olympic oopses, one that tops the list, Sochi 2014. The ceremony getting off to a fantastic start, but a magical moment turns into a big blunder when the 5th Olympic ring fails to open. We can't wait to see what Pyeongchang has in store for us. Now back to you.
Crystal, thanks. Although we are still waiting for the opening ceremony here in South Korea, competition is well underway. Competition that includes a skater from Arizona. Our own Rachel Cole joins us from the Olympic Zone with more. Hey there, Rachel.
Hey, Paul. Always good to see you, of course. And as you know, Team USA taking the ice tonight, seeing some highs and lows as athletes go for gold. Here's a look at some of the events so far.
The action on the ice starting early with the team figure skating competition.
We're reporting live from the Olympic Zone. Rachel Cole, 12 News at 10. Paul, back to you.
This court is therefore going to declare a mistrial in this case.
Are you guys happy to have a second chance?
The facts are the facts, and we're not afraid of them. I don't think it really changes anything.
Good evening. You saw it first on 12 News. Jurors in the NAU shooting trial deadlocked. The judge declaring a mistrial.
The case involving Stephen Jones, who has admitted to shooting 4 NAU students back in 2015, leaving one of them dead.
It was Colin Brew's freshman year at NAU. He was a member of the Delta Chi fraternity. The 3 other victims who survived were his frat brothers.
12 News, the only station with the Flagstaff Bureau aggressively covering the trial from day one.
You're getting the best team coverage tonight, starting with Team 12's Jessica DeNova, who was inside the courtroom today. Jessica?
Prosecutors now have to decide whether to refile charges against Stephen Jones and start all over again with a second trial.
Lots of questions going forward and emotions running extremely high for the families of the victims and the suspect. Team 12's Charlie Edsity there as Stephen Jones's father makes his way through the crowds. Charlie.
No one wanted to speak with us this afternoon about the outcome of this trial. Several key players who have spent weeks, even months on this case, all declining to speak. Now take a look at this video.
All right, Charlie, thanks. Again, Colin Brew is the student who was killed in the shooting. In a statement tonight, his father tells us guns should not be allowed on campus. Justice will be served.
Now, the mother of one of the surviving victims also reacting to the mistrial.
Nick Prado had a bullet pierce his neck, coming within centimeters of an artery. And tonight, his mother is telling 12 News, quote, "We can't allow ourselves to believe in Coconino County. You can leave an argument, go to your car and retrieve a gun, come back and shoot 4 unarmed college students, killing one, and get to go home while the victims and witnesses suffer physical and emotional trauma, and one family mourns the loss of their son."
The Trump administration piled on the news tonight with 3 major news releases coming as the nation focused on Hurricane Harvey.
Team 12's Kevin Kennedy joins us from the Live Alert Center with the other major developments tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, certainly a big night. First, South Korea is reporting that North Korea has fired several unidentified projectiles into the sea. Now, it appears to be the latest weapons test.
And checking in on Hurricane Harvey now slamming the Gulf Coast, really the area of Corpus Christi and Rockport getting hit hard by this Category 4 hurricane. We haven't seen one of these in our American lands here since 2004. So this is really going to go down in the history books, you guys. And unfortunately, it's going to remain a hurricane into the weekend.
All right, and we will have coverage of that starting tomorrow morning and through the weekend. Well, thanks everyone for watching. 12 News is always on. You can check us out on our app and also at 12news.com. Have a great weekend, everyone.